Splatoon is back, and after a full year and a half of updates, it has finally cemented itself as not only one of the best multiplayer experiences available, but one of Nintendo's best titles ever. Only because they added Terminal for Modern Warfare 2. That's the only reason why it's good now. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll get the weed calling cards back too. Remember those? Remember the 2000s? It was a different time. Maps, clothes, weapons, cosmetics, specials, game modes, both multiplayer and Slam and Salmon have introduced mountains and mountains of new content, but nothing actually that game-changing. No, the game has not literally changed, Marina. I've played Inkblot Art Academy like 10,000 times. Can I please get a different map? But Nintendo has finally released their follow-up to the greatest story they've ever told, a direct continuation of the utter masterwork and peak of Spoon that is Octo expansion. Or they did like 4 months ago. This video wasn't supposed to take this long. Man, I'm slow. Does the hotly anticipated side order live up to the high quality tastes of the game's main dish and the mountainous legacy that its predecessor has left? No, the title was 100% clickbait again. Wait, what are you doing? No, it's still really good, I promise. Stop. See, this video is a sequel to the other Splatoon video I did. It's got the same title. See, it's like a callback on top of it being a bit clickbaity. Wait, no. I get it. I know Pearl and Marina are a couple. It was just a stupid joke that didn't land. Please, no, please stop. I'll be good. I promise. Good. I've seen a decent amount of negativity towards Side Order and how it doesn't quite live up to the unreal expectations set by Octo expansion. And to a degree, yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yes, I was doing the whole big, powerful, loud statement opening to get your attention for the video, but I wasn't kidding when I said that Expanding Octopus is one of the best stories Nintendo has ever told. I would put it right up there with Majora's Mask, Mario Galaxy, Mother 3, and Thousand Year Door for Nintendo's best narratives.
Maybe just a quick sniff.
And no, I'm not just saying that because I got a YouTube partnership from the last Splatoon video. What? Biased? More like based. Am I right, gamers? Am I right? I think the goals of Fry Order and what it aims to be are much different than the goals of Octo expansion. So I don't think it's quite fair to compare the two. Octo is a game that focuses on linear challenge levels with an emphasis on 8's personal journey of self-discovery and what it means to immigrate to a new country. Reading her thoughts about what each memcake means, hearing stories about what Inkopolis is like from the girlies group chat, dealing with the idea of prejudice from the place of your literal dreams, yet still fighting tooth and nail to get there. 8's immigration from the Underground Railroad to Inkopolis is one that focuses on her own adventure. Each test is a metaphor of the trials and tribulations of what it's like to gain entry to your promised land and to dare to dream of arriving to a bigger and brighter future. It's magnificent, dude! It's so good! Nintendo, you know, the Animal Crossing Mario Kart company, made a story about immigration and racism, and it's phenomenally done. It's so good! Oh my god, it's amazing! But that's not what this video is about, and that is definitely not what Side Order is about. Side Order is a roguelike. Roguelike? Light? It's like Binding of Isaac and Hades, except with less depth and less story. Wow, that's not a very good way to sell it. Side Order is a roguelite. High replayability, randomized elements, tasking the player to build a proper stat sheet for each playthrough or run, full customization of difficulty, and high-risk, high-reward features. Snorter is about replayability, iteration, gradual storytelling, and remixing levels and remixing how you play. That's why half the characters in it are DJs after all. Remixed stages, remixed songs, remixed abilities, everything in Cider is a remixed idea from the previous games. Hence why you get the lobby from the first game as a treat with the expansion pass before even playing it. That's the point. It's not recycled content for the sake of an easy cash grab. Side Order is an expansion all about community. It's about settling into your place in society, reflecting on the past, accepting things have changed, and enjoying the company of others. Taco expansion was about finding yourself and going on a journey of great change. It's about 8, an individual, and about seeing the world of Splatoon through a fresh set of eyes. Snide Lorder is a celebration of that change and a revisit of a world you love and have grown with throughout the years. And it's about Marina and how much she loves her gremlin squid rap god. But that's not entirely a joke. Side Order is all about Marina and her love of the Inkling and now Octoling world, her love of her life, of her friends, and accepting her past. Every part of Side Order relates to her in some way. And now I'm going to deep dive headfirst into spoilers, so this is your warning. Okay, thanks. Stay fresh, don't get cooked, stay off the hook. Lip sync, drip ink, press A to jump extra high. All the other Splatoon catchphrases, you get it, you understand. Pick a loadout, run the tower, die. Pick a loadout that isn't the bow, run the tower, die again. Have Marinara hack the game to do more damage, pick a loadout that isn't the roller, run the tower, kill your mom, kill your dad. You know how roguelikes work. But the two elements that make Side Order unique would be the customization and the narrative design at play. When you pick your loadout, each weapon kit is a piece of a character's soul that you're trying to restore in the tower. The weapon kit symbolically represents what that character's personality is like through playstyle. Fry's palette features the Splatana and has an aggressive in-your-face style of play that synchronizes well with splash damage chips. And all that fits with Fry's eccentric personality and even in her boss fight in the main game's story mode. Marie's palette features the Splatter Sniper and syncs well with upgrades to your ink. Chips like Poison Ink and slower movement speed provide the player range and space in order to snipe anything from far away. A cold and calculating playstyle that matches her more deadpan personality and her actions in Splatoon 2's story mode. Each floor you clear gives you the choice of 3 different levels, each with their own reward and difficulty modifiers. The goal is to figure out how to get to the top of the tower while choosing the right rewards to get the necessary buffs to make the playstyle your kit is best designed for. And if the game is too difficult, you can use Harbor to hack the game to add modifiers to make the game easier. Want more rewards in a challenge? Play with little to no hacks to get the true roguelike experience. And then die on the last boss when you're doing a hackless run and start to question why you, a man in his mid-20s, is playing a children's video game about octopuses in love instead of, I don't know, getting married or surfing or mountain climbing or petting dogs or whatever else I'm supposed to be doing at this age. Couldn't be me. You symbolically choose a character's weapon and then you play like that character would. Then you run through the level gauntlet mixing and matching chips to suit that playstyle that you initially picked. Rinse and repeat. In Agent 8's Wild Train Ride, each level rewards you with a little eraser of something from the Splatoon world and a poem of Agent 8's thoughts about what it is. You get an intimate reflection on her thoughts about her promised land and things that may go on there. In Side Order, successfully completing runs and just playing the game rewards you with other characters' thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the relationships that they have. Every run has 3 bosses, each boss has a key to drop, each weapon you use has 3 keys to unlock with them, each locker unlocks money for permanent upgrades, customization options back in the game's hub, deep Marina lore, and kits from other characters. Get a new weapon kit? Pearl and Marina talk about that character. Unlock weapon chips mid-run? Pearl, Marina, and Oct will talk about it. Kill enemies? They talk about it. Clear floors? They talk about it. Beat the tower? They talk about it. They just cannot stop yapping. Even the final boss gives its thoughts on the character's weapon you picked after you cleared the tower. Octo expansion focused on 8's thoughts and occasionally had some banter between other characters, but Side Order focuses on everyone's thoughts except for 8's. Sure, she's there and it's important that she's there, but she serves as a vehicle for the player to view how the other characters interact with each other rather than be her own character. They talk about 8, sure, and they got this sticker with 8 wearing a robo helmet, and we love this, but she really is not the focus this time. There's also a weird amnesia subplot with 8 that has nothing to do with the actual story, and it's only really there to have a narrative reason for why we need 8's weapon palette at the end, so we're just gonna quickly glance over that. 8's already made it to the Inkling world. She fought, exploded, and then fought again tooth and nail to get into Inkling society. And now we get to explore the repercussions of Octolings being allowed into said Inkling society, and how Marina feels and copes with the fact her entire life and entire species society has been changed. Using the boss keys on the lockers, you'll sometimes be rewarded with entries from Marina's personal diary. Her diary covers her thought process for the final Splatfest of Splatoon 2, the creation of the Memverse, and all her thoughts on how the Octos are adjusting to society. Instead of seeing 8's personal thoughts like the last expansion, now we see Marina's personal introspection. Marina is even the boss of the tutorial tower and is brainwashed by her own creation, similar to what happened to Callie Valley in Splatoon 2's story mode. But her boss form is also reminiscent and representative of how Marina felt living under Octavio's control and how oppressed she felt under pre-migrated Octo society. So the tutorial area serves as a remember the time Octo society was brainwashed, and then the rest of the game is more of a contemplation of how everyone has adjusted post-brainwash. We, the player, are looking at an NPC in a game, how important she is to the other NPCs, her thoughts on the game world, and the real-life impact of the votes from Splatoon 2's last Splatfest, and the impact of trying to connect with others. This theme of community can be further seen through how all the characters interact with each other. Oct, for example, is confused and adjusting to the fact Marina is no longer a brainwashed, music-loving Octarian soldier, but is now a sapphic, bubbly, free spirit, but still a bit of a music nerd who is now deeply in love with their squid robot wife. Oct represents how the Octolings were feeling after being liberated from Octavio, a person trying to understand the brand new world they now find themselves in. 8, as usual for Sploon protagonists, represents the common person living in the Splatoon world. She's already adjusted to society and has learned how to be a productive member in it, but is sometimes just a little bit awkward. And Marina is the octopus who is thriving in this new culture, leading the charge for immigrants coming into it, but still a bit nostalgic for her past. Pearl just kind of vibes, that's all we need her to do, but she does excel and help a ton with the gameplay itself, providing a range of gameplay options as a little helper to explode the Skelefish. Pearl helps you directly in combat instead of being a major part of the story. And doing drone builds might low-key be the strongest option in the game. They're really good. Marina helps you hack and modify your runs to make them easier and adjust the difficulty, and Oct holds the door open. That's all we need you to do, baby girl. We love our mean, green, lean, gween Octo queen. Every character represents community in some way, and every character helps out with gameplay in some fashion. And to further push that theme of community, I am incredibly happy to announce that I have received my first sponsor. It's me. I'm the sponsor. Because this video is a sort of half sequel, half celebration of the most successful video on the channel, and the game we're talking about is all about community, I figured the least I can do is say thank you to everyone who is here, and thank you to the Splatoon community. So thank you. Thank you to Prochara for giving my last video a shout out, and thank you to Scott Falco for killing me on your stream the day you uploaded your side order video.
Oh, that should have killed. There we go.
And along with these thank yous, I'd like to give some quick shout outs to some folks who have been a big source of positivity and encouragement, who I think should get a little bit more love in the video game essay YouTuber space. I do not like categorizing myself as that. I don't personally know any of these creators, but I do love all their content, so I'm more than happy to talk about them for a second. It's like I'm the Marina Dev Diary, and you're reading about my opinions on YouTube as a society. Isn't that crazy? Whoa, look at me. I'm connecting the video to the game's major themes. It hurts a lot to be such a great YouTuber. I barely talked about the roguelike mechanics in the side order, so if you're a fan of roguelikes, especially in the indie scene, and you kind of like the same style of videos I do, then I recommend checking out Slippy's work. He frequently explores indie roguelikes, and he always covers the titles he looks at with earnestness, smooth editing, and overall positive vibes. So if you're looking for more roguelike goodness, go check him out. You're not going to be disappointed.
We're an axolot. Good lord, I can't fucking escape.
Back to the main program. To recap, Octo Expansion focused on isolation with fleeting moments of connection to others, while Cider Order is the polar opposite. It focuses directly on the connection to others with fleeting moments of individual introspection. Octo is about 8 and seeing the Splatoon world through a new set of eyes, while Cider Order is about, once again, community. And it's about revisiting a world we loved so much throughout the years, reflecting on its past and how much has changed, but are overall coming to terms with it through the love and support of your friends. Side Order is about the character of Marina, but Marina serves as a representation of the theme of community and how her community has been impacted by her past, present, and future for the better. Even the final boss, Squiddy Jones, or whatever his name is, this video was supposed to come out months ago, oh my god. Even the final boss gradually reveals how much he loves the company of the characters and that he was only trying to steal people's souls to get everyone to be together in the Memverse. Because the Octarian engineers that helped Marina make the whole thing were just homesick and reminiscing of the past. Dude, if that doesn't sell my point here, I don't know what else to say. You literally get the second game's hub for beating the expansion. Get the first game for starting it, second game for ending it. By the time you're done with it, you have access to every single hub from every every Splatoon game, and you get to pick and choose which one to visit and which concerts you want to go to for each Splatfest. Side order is about community and how we impact each other's lives. The entire game is visually muted with grays and light colors, and the story is literally about order trying to steal the colors of the world to make everyone the same together. You upgrade your kit by placing colors into it. You defeat the black and white final boss by using the power of a rainbow to make a color explosion. Let's go, lesbians! Yeah! You get it, it's about community, it's about fighting stagnation, and about being yourself. Snorter is a smart story. Maybe it's not presented in the best way, since all of this is really subtle and told through reading lore and talking in the elevator, but it's still a smart way to tell a story, especially in terms of it being a roguelike. And I know I didn't go too deep into the game's story, so if you're looking for a deeper, more critical eye on video game storytelling in general, I highly recommend checking out the Gammelier. Is it Gammelier? Gammelier? Dude, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say it. With a focus and background on screenwriting, the Gammelier really does go deep and thorough with every single game and every topic he covers. He keeps the editing and pacing of the video itself light and fun, but always thought-provoking. And his video on Tetris Effect might actually be one of my favorite videos ever. I am dead serious. It is a fantastic video.
But using those same visuals, music, and gameplay to tell a story about, well, everything.
Is Side Order the best expansion ever made? No, that's Old World Blues.
A toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply.
Is it the second best expansion ever made? No, that's Undead Nightmare.
You eat babies.
The third? That's probably Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The fourth? That's Octo expansion. But it's still pretty good. Probably top 10, for sure top 20. There's just too many ideas for it to not be worth your time. A roguelike focused on subtle storytelling via lore notes and character dialogue, and you get a plushy Pearl Drone headband? Yes, please. I did say in the last Sploob video that the campaign for 3 has the presentation and pomp and circumstance of something brand new, but it actually was the same old shtick that you've done before. Heightened presentation, but without a heightened gameplay loop. Side Order actually is doing something brand new and different, taking the tried and true method of splatting and platforming of the series and turning it on its head with randomized elements and lore-dripped storytelling methods. And the cost of twisting that gameplay doesn't exactly live up to the mark of its predecessor, but the depths of its gameplay and how it weaves community as a major theme into the gameplay itself is just too smart to pass up. Nintendo even announced the final Splatfest for the game, titled The Grand Festival. It's going to feature all 3 bands from all 3 games performing, and if history repeats itself, this final Splatfest of past, present, and future should end up determining the major theme of the next game in the series. You know what DLC just released that has these themes of thinking about the past, present, and future, and allows you to visit all 3 bands and all 3 hub locations from all the previous games? You already know what I'm gonna say. It's all coming together. It's coming up Octopus, baby, all the way. Isn't it a little weird that there's so many big budget, modern day franchises doing roguelike expansions? God of War Ragnarok, Last of Us 2, Mario plus Rabbids, Sloob. It's a bit strange. It's cool to see a genre be created and gradually move from the indie scene to the larger industry, but it's still a little odd nonetheless. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do for the Doki Doki Literature Club roguelike. If you like my weird connections and personal esoteric references I often make to games I talk about, then you might enjoy Cleb's channel. Caleb? I'm really bad at the shoutout thing, oh my god. Cozy is the best way I can describe his videos. He often covers obscure topics that are very personally close to him and his childhood. So his videos are often filled with a mixture of nostalgia, childhood memories, and charm. Plus the dude's just funny.
Get alien hominid, baby.
He actually gave me the idea of doing shoutouts since he gave me a shoutout a few years ago in one of his videos. So this is my way of just saying thanks for that, man.
Shout out Guitar Hero.
And my final shoutout is going to be to the one person I actually do know in real life. Yeah, we can partake in a little bit of nepotism. He's always been a great friend of mine, and he shouted out my channel for a long time on his streams. So if you're ever looking for a cozy and fun stream to hop into, then Mr. Beanbot's got you covered.
Oh shit.
He usually streams Tuesdays through Thursdays and does several charity events throughout the year for Toys for Tots. But he is a great dude, his streams are for a good cause, and it's always a chill time. Alright bro, I shouted you out, now you have to play Pimp My Ride again. You know, looking back now, I think I might have gotten a little bit repetitive in this video. Constantly talking about the themes of community and giving shoutouts over and over again and even using some of the same clips repeatedly. But isn't that the point point. Isn't that what side order is designed to be like after all? See, I'm doing it again. I'm making the video feel like the game itself. Isn't that super neat? I'm making them correspond together as if you're playing the game, but you're only watching it in a video. Side order is a continuous celebration of each other, looping in slightly different ways each time you play and reconcile with your friends. Side order might not have pulled off as grand of a story as Octo expansion, and side order might not have provided as much gameplay variety as the main game's campaign, but it still presented all the elements we love about Splatoon in consistently new ways, while cherishing what makes the games so special. Splatoon is a lot of platforming and shooting at the end of the day, yes, but what really makes the game stand out so much are the players that play them, the friendships that are formed online and in the lobbies, the memories we made in the previous games, the creativity we all shared together expressing ourselves, and the bright future we're walking into and sharing all together. That's what makes these games so spectacular. And that's why Team Present is gonna win the final Splatfest, baby! Lesbian domination, let's go!